Hello guys, I'm back to hopefully the plea bargaining part. I'm not entirely sure, so excuse me if I'm not, and I'm just making an ass out of myself, in which case you wouldn't know. And if it is, then I'm just making a bigger ass out of myself. But I did everything the same for the most part. Might have gotten a star here or there, but hopefully I'm at the plea bargaining part, which I am.
The price has gone up.
Shocking. What's the offer?
3 years of probation and community
Blah,
service.
blah, blah.
In return
We
for
already
a guilty
heard this.
plea
I
to
can't
charges
skip
of
this,
reckless
but
homicide, and you drop the felony gun charges.
Oh, how about we give him a medal too?
alright, no deal.
No deal. We're seeing this one all the way through.
Alright, let's see what
Mr.
happens
Leonard,
now.
why don't you tell the jury what happened on the night of April 12th?
I regret those events. I regret them deeply. But they didn't happen the way Mr. Cutter says they did. Not at all.
Explain for us.
Alright, so apparently there is, and I'm hoping that the outcome will be slightly different other than them being like, oh, why did we actually make a plea bargain? Which is dumb, like why would you give me the option if you weren't even satisfied with them? So, we will see this all the way through, and I just realized that I probably could do this with all the other ones, but honestly, I feel like the outcomes satisfied even me. So, I'm okay with this. Okay. So, Mr. Leonard, why don't you tell the jury what happened on the night of April 12th? I regret those events. I regret them deeply, but they didn't happen the way Mr. Cutter says they did. Not at all. Explain for us.
Objection, Your Honor.
Can I withdraw? Oh, damn it. Speculation, oh, okay, withdrawn's right there. Badgering, hearsay, withdrawn.
Mr. Leonard, please continue.
I never meant to shoot poor Miss Jackson. I was scared for my life. Scared the gangbangers were coming again. Coming for me.
Why would you fear that?
Because they killed my fiancée.
And you knew they would come for you eventually.
Yes, I knew they would. That's how these animals work.
Would you like to object?
Objection,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Speculation, withdrawn, hearsay, badgering. Well, it's, and you knew they would come for you eventually. I'm calling speculation.
Speculation. The witness can't know what his enemies, real or imagined, intended for him.
Sustained.
Tell us exactly what happened.
I just went to the Busy Mart for some wine. Now, I brought my gun for protection, you see. I was walking back to my car when I saw Sims and the other guys yelling at each other. I was almost to my car when I seen Sims look at me. I thought he recognized me.
Objection, Your Honor.
He's lying. What did he say? All I know is that he said he was gonna go and get wine. I was almost to my car when I seen Sims look at me. I thought he recognized me. Hearsay. It's not hearsay. Speculation, withdrawn, badgering. Well, it can't be badgering.
Speculation.
Overruled.
Then I seen him raise his gun. I was trapped, too far away to get to my car. So I drew my weapon. It was me or him. I told him, back off, Sims, but he didn't. And knowing what they did to my Nina, I fired. That's why I said her name. I never ever meant to hurt anyone, especially not Miss Jackson. It was only in self-defense. I deeply regret it.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard.
I wish I could get you on like perjury or something, you lying motherfucker. Continuing, whatever.
Something's not right here. He's making out like it was a coincidence he was there that day, but it's not.
Your witness, Mr. Cutter.
Excuse us just one moment, Your Honor.
He planned this. I can feel it.
I know, but how do we break him?
Nina. Get him to talk about Nina. Draw him out.
Oh, we're gonna get ya.
Mr. Leonard.
Bottles of
I've
wine.
got a receipt here from the market on the day of the shooting. You bought 4 bottles of Mad Scotsman. 4 bottles? What were you doing? Getting your courage up?
No,
So, why?
no reason. I was just sad.
Sad about what?
About Nina.
Nina. Oh, Nina.
What about Nina exactly?
That day reminds me of Nina.
Why?
It was near to a year the day she died.
Near to? Or...
I can't remember.
Really?
I don't keep nothing around that reminds me of it.
You liar. There was an article, the anniversary photo, the newspaper clipping, the love letter from Nina herself, the signed photo of Nina to Sims.
Mr. Leonard, the police recovered a newspaper clipping from your garage. It was an article about the carjacking, about the day Nina died.
Carjacking.
What was the exact date of the carjacking, of Nina's death?
Told you I can't remember.
People's Exhibit
What a
K,
liar.
the newspaper clipping. Please read.
April 12, 2010.
And People's Exhibit L, the receipt. Can you read me the date on this receipt? The day of the shooting?
April 12, 2011.
A year to the day.
I did not think that these were happening this frequently. I just went throughout this whole 5 episodes not really realizing the dates. Well, one happened in 2000, but then this one I totally didn't even put 2 and 2 together that the car was from 2010. Blah, I'm dumb.
Did you know Sims had territory near the market?
Yes,
Why were you outside?
just hanging out.
And the 4 previous days? Also just hanging out?
I really don't think I was there that often.
Is he mistaken? Yes. The security guard testified he saw Sheriff Jackson at least 4 times in the weeks before the murder. The security guard testified he saw Scott at least 4 times in the week before Jackson's murder. Fontana testified that the Charger had numerous parking tickets for the exact location. This may be a trap. You better back off.
David Zemsta testified he saw you there 4 days.
It's my neighborhood, Mr. Cutter. I'm allowed to park my car where I please. I happen to like the Busy Mart.
Busy Mart.
The Busy Mart. The security guard said he saw you there an hour before the shooting. What's that about? Were you lying in wait for Sims?
No,
You're there all week. You're there before the shooting. Explain it, Mr. Leonard.
I was just there to make sure he didn't hurt some innocent bystander.
No, you took care of that yourself.
Objection.
Withdrawn. The boy
Trapped.
testified he heard you. Was he there?
Yep, I saw him.
You told the court you were trapped, unable to get to your car.
Yeah, the car was 10 feet away. Door closed and locked. I never would have made it. That's why I drew my gun. Otherwise, I would have just driven out of there.
Stop lying. No. How do you know? Scott Leonard previously testified he sat in the car the entire time. Henry said he heard Scott Leonard running in the parking lot. Henry testified the car door was open. Scott Leonard told Curtis, "I never left my car, detective."
Henry told us he heard your car door chime. He identified it specifically.
Well, yeah, I mean, right. I was mistaken just now. I did leave the door open when I went to the store.
A beautiful car like that?
You're just
You left the
full
car
of
door open
bullshit.
and the keys in the ignition?
I guess I did, Mr. Cutter.
You are full
You
of
said you told
bullshit.
Sims to back off before you fired.
That's right. I gave him fair warning.
Did he say that? No. How do you know? The blind boy never mentioned this in all of his recounts of the events. Didn't even read the other ones.
Henry didn't hear you say anything but one word. Can you guess what that word was?
Nina.
You weren't there by chance. You were there for revenge. You cased the market for a couple days beforehand, watching. Then, on the anniversary of Nina's death, you got a little Dutch courage to get you going. Sims showed up, you saw your chance, and you took it. Only poor Shar Jackson got in the way.
I didn't mean for that. It's not like you're saying. I'm sorry, kid. I never meant no harm to your mom. I'm sorry.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Lying shack of shit. Shack of shit.
Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Please read the verdict as it stands recorded.
In regards to Mr. Scott Leonard, as to murder in the second degree, we find the defendant guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for serving. Sentencing will take place tomorrow. Until then, the defendant will be remanded into custody. Court is adjourned.
I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry.